In less than 10 days, one of the largest conferences in AI history is about to happen. And why this is important is because gaming and AI is a huge narrative, with cloud computing now taking over the industry in terms of emerging technology. I wanted to pinpoint this because NVIDIA themselves are doing a keynote over March 18th to the 21st. They have an over 2 trillion market cap in the stock market right now. What they're doing is going to be at the forefront of the cloud computing revolution. And so if you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. We bring it to you every single day, and let's get into it. Here it is, Wilder World, 14% on the day. They have been on a tear, up 160% on the month. Remember, do your own research in regards to all this. We got in our bags at 35 cents literally a week ago. We tweeted this out, and since then it has been just on a tear because of their recent announcement of what Wilder World is going to be doing. It's a brand new strategy that they're calling Wilder World is for all. If you haven't noticed, metaverses are what is a quote unquote dying thing. Nobody wants to get on the sandbox, Decentraland, etc. They've said that metaverses are a fad. But here's the thing, Wilder World isn't disagreeing necessarily with the sense that metaverses are just a little bit too intensive in terms of computing power. They're agreeing with this, and brand new technological innovations have allowed for them to go ahead and partner with giants like NVIDIA to do what is called GeForce Now. GeForce Now is their program to go ahead and allow people to play on better rigs. Imagine you have a bad computer, you paid like $100 for it, you can't really run anything. Well, what if you paid me $20 a month to play Wilder World for 8 hours a day? Like what if we did that? I think a lot of people would go ahead and fork over the cash, and that's what they're doing right now. Some people say cloud computing is too expensive. Others say it's perfectly fine. There are ranges for this, and there is free play, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to make the metaverse plays that are supposed to be photorealistic, that these higher end rigs can go ahead and run. They want to make it possible for the average person to be able to do it. And so that's their first step here with Wilder World is for all. They're going to be, of course, continuously improving on this model, but they've got more here to cook as well. So they've changed what it means to be a metaverse. They've given up on the term. Well, that's the Facebook term. They're making a brand new term, and they're calling it the simulation. Now, the simulation is what they define to be their metaverse. It means that it's supposed to be realistic. It needs to be maximal realism for the perspective of the economy, immersion, and visual fidelity, which is going to be really important. I'm going to emphasize why this part is really important. Number two, it needs to be concurrent. A lot of people have to be playing, within a single sharded computing environment. You can't break it. It has to all be in the same place. It needs to be permissionless, which means, anyone or any system should be able to interoperate and transact according to logically shared rules, and it needs to be sovereign. So you got to enable maximal individual and collective sovereignty. So people, they need to have the power within themselves. And so on this road to this simulation, there have been drastic changes in what Wilder World is trying to do. Before, they had a lot of top talent. I'm talking about talent that would shake the industry coming from the traditional gaming space. But they've really changed their strategy to double down on Web3 gaming culture. That culture that focuses on the economy as well as the gameplay. Because as Wilder World has said before, without a good economy, Wilder World is essentially a dead game. All these different crypto games trying to make it work without the economy. We can take examples like Thetan Arena with their token Thetan Gem. It just didn't work out. They tried doing it, didn't work out. The economy matters a lot, and it's great that Wilder World is focusing on this in what is to be the first domino of many. Just kind of circling back here, Wilder World is up 159% on the month. It's got a $200 million market cap, an okay amount of volume. It has a fully diluted supply of how many? 500 million Wilder tokens, or $400 million fully diluted, which it's had its time to kick because Wilder World has been a while. Like, it's been around for quite some time. You can actually see their market cap. It's getting fairly close to its all-time highs back in the day. The crypto gaming markets are doing really well, and their announcement getting into what is one of the first crypto games on Nvidia's again now is going to be a massive deal for Wilder World. But let's keep going here because it's not just this. Like, they have a game and they've also said that a domino's about to fall. So breaking news, dominoes are falling all over the place. I don't know what it's going to be about, but they put a little car. That little car might be a big thing. Now, they do have NFTs, and these NFTs, they have these Wilder wheels that they've gone ahead and completely changed. It has, what, 6,000 Ethereum worth of total volume, tons of hype therein. You look at it right now, it's at a 0.19 ETH floor. It'll likely have something to do with this. I mean, that's just the easiest way to go about it. They also have a Genesis collection of Wilder Beasts, which have held up surprisingly well. I mean, it's at a 0.31 ETH floor. So you could see that, you know, there's still a diehard community. Let's talk about the Wilder token a little bit more, because clearly that's probably the reason you're here. You're trying to see why this is a gem. So Wild is the in-game token that powers Wilder World and is the currency that drives the economy forward. Keep in mind, Wilder World is doubling down on economies. They want to make sure this works because they feel that the proper metaverse that takes over the entire industry will be the metaverse that understands how to make a complex economy. Wilders can purchase and trade digital collectibles using this Wild token. The average person, you know, Lil Timmy, that's 12 years old, he'll have fun playing Wilder World for free. But, you know, if you pick me, a little bit of a Jesus, right, that has the money to go ahead and expend, you're going to have a lot more fun with the Wild token. That's the easiest way to go about it, right? So there is going to be advantages attributed to having the Wild token in terms of DeFi, in terms of the many different ways that metaverses are trying to tackle this. And that's why Wild has been seeing such growth. But what if I told you that Wild wasn't the only altcoin in the ecosystem?
What?
It's true. There is another token, which is called Zero. And Zero, by the way, this is being rebranded very soon, so it might be a different name by the time you see it. It'll likely be called MeowChain. That's what it's going to be called. MeowChain. It's at a $73 million market cap, $502 million fully diluted. This is their chain that they are going to be building. Yes, that is actually going to happen. They've rebranded from Zero. They've created the MeowChain, and apparently the dog coins have taken over. Let's be honest, the market caps are crazy. So they're thinking the Meow coin time is... I can't believe we're at that point in the cycle. Yeah, the Meow coin is coming, guys. So hopefully goes well for them. Hopefully that Meow coin goes to the stratosphere. We'll see. The Wilders on cloud 9, right? Meow. Yeah, everybody loves the Meow stuff, but this is supposed to be gasless. It's supposed to be the most fluid experience in blockchain gaming. So we'll see when it ends up coming out, how this ends up functioning. But what it seems to me, Wilder World has been working on these technological partnerships, you know, with this tech innovation and NVIDIA, et cetera, for a very long time during the bear market. And now it's a bull market. They're able to announce all these. It's been a lot of time. They've finalized it, and now's the time for Meow and Wild World. It's just as simple as that. I do think that the idea behind a metaverse, it's good. It makes sense. Wilder is going to absolutely kill it. Their team has huge experts in the space. They have been one of the top metaverses, and I believe they will pass the sandbox. I'm saying it now. They'll pass the sandbox. They're going to pass Decentraland. And you know what that means in terms of market caps. So I didn't tell you, but just check the chart in a couple months. It's all I have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hopefully I provided you value on this video. Until the next time, stay classy. And that's all. Wilder World does have a flagship game called Midnight in Miami. It's based in South Beach, Florida, and it has a lot of those photorealistic graphics that you'd come to expect in a AAA crypto game. You can go ahead, race with your NFTs, or maybe you don't want an NFT, just play with your free ones and have some fun. I actually think Miami is going to have some massive announcements come GDC. GDC is also happening in a very similar time frame to the NVIDIA conference, March 18th to the 22nd. So there will be massive announcements during that specific time frame. So I would kind of put a calendar around that time.